please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
In that thought and moment of saying our pledge, which we do routinely, but since this is the week or the past part of this week that we have taken time and rightly so honored our veterans, having a special day set aside, I just thought maybe as we do our pledge and if we think about it, that we should think in terms of honoring our veterans and making sure that we don't forget sometimes why we do things in a routine manner, but with lots of deep thoughts. So let's just keep those veterans in mind.
This session of the Lincoln County Commission on November the 15th, 2012 at 10 a.m. is now called to order. Members present is Merle Q. Clark, Charles McCann, President, Charles Vance, Commissioner. First thing on the agenda, I need a motion to approve the minutes of the regular session of the Lincoln County Commission meeting that was held on November the 1st, 2012 at 6 p.m.
Second, being all yes vote, motion carries.
Next thing on the agenda under discussion of concern is Zach Browning with Region 2 Planning and Development on the 10-mile water project.
Welcome, Zach.
Good morning. I'm here today to present two drawdowns actually. The first is for the 10-mile water line extension project, the ARC project. It is ARC drawdown number 10 in the total amount of $205,619.10. That money goes to pay Region 2 Planning and Development Council $3,388.97 for administrative services. And that covers for the last from June to September this year. And also to pay FAMCO Incorporated $202,230.13. That is for construction done to date.
Okay.
You want to do that first?
Okay, that's drawdown number 10.
Correct.
It's for a 10-mile project. Have a motion to approve that request. So I'll second. Being all yes vote, motion carries.
Okay. And I also have a drawdown for the Lincoln County Commission Upper Little Hertz Creek Waterline Extension Project. This is SCBG drawdown number 16. The total amount of the drawdown is $2,479.42. And that full amount goes to pay Region 2 Planning and Development Council for administrative services. And that covers from February of this year to September.
Okay, a motion to approve the drawdown request number 16 for Little Hearts. So moved. Second. Being all yes, motion carries.
That'll be it.
Is that all we need?
That's all.
Take the sign.
Yep. Blue tabs are for your signature. Is that correct?
Next thing on the agenda, Jeffrey Smell, and he's not here, but he's with the Country Roads Leasing Program. He is leasing company for a lease purchase for the 911 to get a new vehicle in amount of $33,900. I just need the commission to adopt a resolution giving Charles McCann President authorization to sign this agreement.
All the pay comes out of the 911 budget. Okay, motion to adopt the resolution for lease purchase. Second, yes, motion carries.
Next thing on the agenda is Rick McDowell. If Rick would come forward. And he has with him Ryan Ferguson. He is a district sanitarian with West Virginia DHHR.
Sure. Let me introduce Brian Ferguson, who's back there. 2007, 2008, 2007, the DHHR, Bureau of Public Health, created a brand new position. I guess it was brand new.
Filled the position.
Filled the position, okay, as district sanitarian, which means that Ryan covers several counties. One time it was 9, wasn't it? Just something, or 12, including Lincoln. And one of the things that he's required to do is when we do a direct discharge installation, Ryan is required to go and inspect that to make sure that everything's right. He's got the final authority on it. So with all these direct discharge we've been doing, Ryan's been working with us a whole lot. But that's not all that Ryan does. I wanted to share some stuff with you all because he's really become a really integral part of this project. I was thinking yesterday about all the stuff that's really important that he helps us with. I think two things that sort of indicate it is one is when you send out an email, Ryan replies to your email. There are a lot of people in the work we do and in state government that do not reply. I mean, it's just amazing. I know last year Ryan's on vacation in Florida, and I don't know what the problem was we were dealing with. We had something that was going wrong, so we always include Ryan in what we're doing. I send out this email to all these people at the state levels, all these manufacturers. The only person who replies is Ryan, who's on his vacation. That just gives you a sense of the fact that he's committed to what we're doing. He's there to help people. I think, in this age when a lot of people say that we don't need government, I think the issue is that we need good government. Government that we can count on that will help us solve our problems, and Ryan is somebody who will do that. When we were working on the Bill Clark leaking tanks issue, one of the things that we were trying to figure out, we knew in our hearts these doggone tanks leaked. We knew that they were lousy, but we weren't sure exactly how to demonstrate that. Ryan brainstorms and thinks about this, and he comes up with this neat little thing where he himself went and bought pipe and drilled holes in it so we could insert it in the ground and put the dye in to prove that stuff was happening. He also he ought to manufacture these things. He's got this neat little thing made out of a coat hanger so we can put these doggone lids that don't fit properly back on. We really appreciate all his work, the fact that it doesn't matter whether it's raining or snowing, if we're going out there and we need somebody to help, and he's there to help. So we just thought it was important if you hear about Ryan, we wanted you to put a face behind this guy.
Here I thought you was the only guy. So we got two people stay focused on this.
So there has to be a signature.
There is. We were, yep. He's a right-hand person.
And so, what we'd like to do is have Ryan to come up.
Yes. Probably both Ryans.
Both Ryans. Can we stand two Ryans?
Oh, sure, yeah. I'm on to part of the project. Double the fun.
We didn't want to tell you we were going to do this to you.
Let's get right in here. behalf of Rick and Ryan and the county commission, what we'd like to do is present you with this plaque, just showing that our appreciation. It says, presented with grateful thanks to Ryan Harbison, District Sanitarian, West Virginia DHHR, and our appreciation for his ongoing advice, energy, and wisdom and support of the Lincoln County Great Water Waste Project, November 15th, 2012.
Thank you very much, I appreciate it. Thank you.
That's right.
Thank you. Yeah, I think you can see it.
Hold your plaque out there.
Let's see your flag.
Thank you very much. 3, 2, 1. And one more. 3, 2, 1. Thank you.
Appreciate it. We appreciate it. Thank you.
We'll do a quick update. You got to step. Thank you. We'll be real short, and I use up most of my time. I want to give you an update on the leaking adapter ring problems. You know, we found leaking adapter rings, actually with Ryan's help. He was the one when we first looked in these tanks, saw this layer of soil sediment that we thought was probably caused from infiltration. So we went back and redid 4 systems once. They still leak. We went through all the stuff with the manufacturers, eventually got new instructions. We redid those tanks again. They still leak. And then yesterday, is this just the 3rd time or was it the 4th time? Yesterday was the 4th time we went out, and we were able to fix them. Fine. Yes, that's right. But we think they're fixed. Anyhow, here's just some pictures to show you what is happening. The top picture there, you can see we do these dye tests. So the green stuff is the dye. So the dye is just pouring through this adapter ring at quite a heavy rate into the tank, which we don't want to have happening. So yesterday what we did is we went back for the 4th time and dug up these tanks around the tanks by hand, cleaned the outside, cleaned the inside, put some butyl mastic on the outside down at the bottom, heated it, squished it in. On the inside we put this CS 1500, a special kind of sealant, let that dry, and then we dyed around the outside of the tank. That's the final one on the right, and you can see that none of that dye is coming in. So we're pretty confident that we have found a system to do this. The discouraging thing is you would expect that people who make these things would make them so you wouldn't have to go back 4 times to get it right. But I think we've got this solved, and for the rest of this phase, we'll be following this procedure to make sure that we don't have to go back again and again and again. The one thing that's probably going to happen is we're probably good, since we did a change order to pay for doing it the 3rd time when it didn't work. So we're probably going to have to pay some money to the installer this 4th time that it works. I'm not sure what the amount is, but we're certainly going to be less hesitant to just say, okay, we'll do whatever it takes at this point. We'll be back and tell you what that is. Okay, thank you, gentlemen.
Ryan, do you have anything?
Well, yeah, I was just going to say, too, you know, I know I had asked last commission meeting about this idea about continued education training and, you know, funding for the pumper show, so I just didn't know if there had been any kind of discussion towards that or what your thoughts were final on that.
I hadn't thought about anything except the election, I don't think.
So I didn't know if you guys had maybe considered funding continued education and training or not, so I was just trying to.
Yeah, I remember the request, but I really hadn't made any movement on it, but maybe this evening we're going to meet, what, 1:30? Maybe then we can talk a little more about it.
Sure, great, thanks.